Dopo troviamo. No, anche perché se la sfrisi appena lo frigo non è.
Place a comment if you enjoy it. Any questions that you may have, I'll be happy to answer. One thing I want to do also is I want to show everyone how to move around in the public system, in the public transportation system. It's called ATM here in Milano. It consists of basically metro, buses, and trams. Trams are those ground-based small trains, trolleys, that they move around from section to section. So I'll go ahead and put a tutorial on how to do that. I just recently learned how to use the system. It's very convenient. It's very cheap. Normally a biglietto costs €2.20. One trip. You can basically use it for 90 minutes. It's good for 90 minutes. So you can get to your destination, and if you are there for less than 90 minutes, you can take the same route back. The metro as well, you can basically use whatever is available, whatever route, the metro or the bus or the tram. That ticket is good for all three. You can also buy a day pass, which costs about €7.40, if I'm not mistaken. I'll go ahead and put the information as a footnote here. If you're planning to stay here and move around and get around in the public transportation, I strongly recommend that you get a day pass. It's a lot cheaper. On the long run, it'll be cheaper. Whereas if you go places and then every time you hop on, if it's over 90 minutes since you last purchased, then you will have to pay €2.20 again. So it makes sense. It's a no-brainer to purchase a day pass. Okay, so in order to buy a ticket, you can do it multiple ways. You can do a self-serve on one of these machines right here where everyone is lined up. There's also an application that I use. It's called Trenitalia. and you can purchase your ticket there. I prefer to do it that way just so I don't have to make a line or miss my train. I like to do it beforehand. But if you prefer like a one-on-one interaction with a clerk, then this is where you need to go. You need to go to the Assistenza Clienti, and you can talk to a live person and get your ticket there. I'm going to go ahead and put a link below with the application that I use. I purchased it online. This is the self-serve la macchina di biglietti or ticket machine. You can use a credit card or you can use cash. It's not that complicated to use. So this is the shopping area of the station. We have all kinds of shops here. Like in every airport or train station, you know that the prices are marked up. So I don't recommend you do any shopping here. But if you need to purchase something last minute, it's convenient to have. Maybe like a gift for a person that you're going to go see. There's also a food court. You can definitely get something to eat, something to grub. But again, expect higher prices. There's a little gift shop. The food court is upstairs. You can get anything from coffee. I think there's some McDonald's here too. Some pizza. One thing that I don't like about Italy is that there's a shortage of bathrooms, public bathrooms. My suggestion is that before you leave the house, make sure you try to do your necessities, because bathrooms are not that common. If you want to use a bathroom in a public, if you want to use a bathroom in a business, in a restaurant, they expect you to consume. They won't allow you to go in there and use it and not consume. Over here in the station, they have these public toilets. I'm going to show you right now, but they have a cost. They cost €1. They are clean. They are very nice. You can definitely use them and do your business, but expect to pay. What should you wear when you come to Italy? You should definitely wear something comfortable. Wear some walking shoes, because despite public transportation being very efficient, you will do a lot of walking. It's like everywhere, it's in a long distance. It doesn't make sense bringing your car. It'll be a headache. Parking is expensive, and there's certain areas that you cannot transit, you cannot commute in your car. So keep that in mind. I'm going to put a footnote with the information of this station, when it was built, any renovations that they have done, and some basic facts about the station.
Il treno in alta velocità 9908 alle ore 10:30 per Torino Porta Nuova è in partenza dal binario 7. Ferma a Rofiera Milano, Torino Porta Susa. L'ambiente smania in testa al treno.
So this is the entrance, and you need to have your ticket on hand so you can enter the platforms. One thing that I like about Milan is that there's a lot of people that speak English. You can definitely get around or get away without speaking Italian. But word of advice, if you're planning to come here and stay here for some time or stay here to live, I strongly recommend that you learn Italian, that you learn at least the basics. Because one of the biggest mistakes that I made was not taking the time to learn it, thinking that I'm Latino, so I speak Spanish, yo hablo español fluido. And to me, it sounded a lot like Spanish, but it's a totally different language. I mean, a lot of the words, a lot of the vocabulary that I had knowledge of in Spanish means totally something different here. Pronunciation would be easy for you to grasp. That's no problem. But you definitely need to learn the different tenses, the verbs, and as much as you can, brush up on your Italian before you come here. Because, again, I cannot emphasize that enough. It's one of the biggest mistakes that I made, not learning the language, and it has been challenging for me to establish myself without knowing it. So, word of advice, learn Italian. If you get here through Malpensa International Airport, then you can take a bus directly to Estazione Centrale, or you can take a train. You can take there's a train that comes directly here. I don't recommend that you take a taxi. It'll be ridiculously expensive. They quote me about 150, 160 euros last time I asked. So you can take the train for about 13 euros. We are in 2024. Whenever you see this video, December 2024. Whenever you see this video, that might have changed, but that's the current price at the moment. There's also a bus. You can find booths in the Malpensa hallway after you exit arrivals, and you can buy a ticket there. You can use cash or you can use your credit card. Once you're here, if you're like a backpacker, you don't have too much luggage, which that's what I recommend people to do, not travel too much luggage. That complicates things. Then you can use the metro. That's the cheapest way to get around. Taxis are relatively expensive here, so it's not difficult. Again, I'm going to put the link to the ATM website or app. You can download it. You can put it in English, and it's just like every other big city. There are routes, there are different lines that you can learn how to take and to reach any destination that you may want to go to. And it's very cost efficient to do it that way. Okay, so I already have my morning beer. Birra. I'm a beer lover. Some people like wine, some people like hard liquor. I love my beer. That's why I have a beer belly. So one thing, if you are like me and you like your beer, don't buy beer in bars. Bars are not as the typical bars as you're used to. A bar here in Italy is basically a place where you can have some coffee, prendere un caffè, or maybe do a little snack, a brioche or cornetto early in the morning. And they also sell beers, but I don't recommend you buy them there. You can get one from like a Chinese convenience store, like a mini market. In a regular bar, you will pay 3 to 4 euros for a beer. Moretti. Jesus. I'm trying to block it. A Moretti or Peroni. Any of the local beers, local brands, or any other beer they may have. And then you go to a shop and you get it for 2 euros. So if you're like me and you're on a budget, don't buy beers in bars or restaurants. I was thinking that I should bring my bike. I have a bike and I have a scooter to get around, because to avoid all this walking to get from place of interest to place of interest. I should have brought my bike. Scooters, for the time being, are out of the questions for me, because the laws in Italy have recently changed. I believe that in November 20th, a new law went into effect that in order to transit in a scooter, in a monopatina, you need to have a helmet and you need to have insurance on it, which I find absurd and ridiculous. I mean, what's the difference between a bike and a scooter? But it is what it is. So, don't quote me on that, investigate. But as far as I know, you need a helmet, you need insurance on the monopatino, and you need a plate on it. That's the thing I don't understand, because monopatines, they don't even have a place for you to put that plate on. So until I figure that out, my scooter is out of the question. I think these are the corporate for that. People using these electric rental scooters, which are a scam, by the way. Don't fall into it. I rented one last time I came here, one of those scooters, and I drove it for about an hour, and it charged me 15 euros. I was like, what? For that, I would have taken a taxi, or I would have taken a tram, one of those public transportation trolleys. It was a scam. Definitely a scam. Don't fall for that. Okay? So this is very intuitive. These rails right here are for people that have bikes. You position your bike on this rail and you move up the stairs. Very thoughtful. Getting kind of hungry. So let's see what they have here. I cannot stress enough the bathroom situation here in Italy. You need to consume everywhere you go in order to use the bathroom. I just had to buy some coffee in order to use the bathroom in a bar. I'm gonna tell you a little hack about this place right here. Salunga. I just bought my lunch there. So again, I'm on a budget. You know, I cannot be eating. Well, later on I'll have maybe like a pizza or something. But for lunch, I went in there. I got me some chicken wings, hot chicken wings, and I bought some croquettes, potato croquettes, and I bought myself 2 peronis. So I have my lunch, and I have some birra for 9 euros. Okay, so that's a hack. Maybe you want to use. Hey, you may call me cheap, but again, you know, I'm not working still. I'm living off of my savings basically, and I gotta watch my expenses. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, there are ways for you to minimize your expenses in big cities. For instance, I got myself this hot chicken wings right here in the supermarket, €3.74, €4 more or less, and I got me some croquettes for €3. That's a total of €7, and I got myself some pepperoni to wash it down with. I already had some coffee. I had to purchase coffee because in order for me, I was pissing. You know, that's one thing. When you drink, like myself, when you're drinking beer, it makes you pissy. And I have some friends. I guess they want some food. Let me show you. Here we go. Okay, boys and girls. No food for y'all, so stay away. All right, let me munch this down and continue the trip, okay? Okay, so I'm over here in the metro station. Let's go downstairs and find out what I need to do to get to Nabigli. Okay, let's buy a ticket. And let's get there. So I know we need the green line. I'm just not sure exactly how to get there, how to buy a ticket. I mean, I can purchase it on the app, but let's see if I can get I can just recharge a card that I have. So these are, last time I was here, I got this Carica MI. I bought it in a shop, so hopefully I could do the same. I could just give them this and recharge it. Okay. Let's see. Let's find out. Okay, so I need line 2, and I need it on Porta Genova direction. So let's go ahead and ask. The green line, by the way. Okay, so there's a shop right here. Let's go ahead and recharge. Ciao, buongiorno. Per Porta Genova. E questa linea, la verde, ok. Posso ricaricare questo?
Certo, quanti biglietti vuoi caricare?
Solo uno. Sì. Sono 2,20. Ok. Ok, perfetto, grazie. Grazie a te. Ciao ciao. Okay, I got my recharge. Let's go. We're in. All right, we got it. Garibaldi. This is Garibaldi. I don't think that's the one I need. Nord. Scusami, per porta Genova. È l'altro. Ok, grazie. So this ticket is good for 90 minutes. So I can go to Bigli, take a quick video, and then take the metro again wherever I need to. Maybe I'll take it to Duomo di Milano. Yeah, because I'm tired of walking.
Train to Piazza del Grasso is approaching. Please stay behind the yellow line.
So we made it. This is the train. Now we go to Nibigli. I enjoy riding the metro. I don't like to record inside. I like to respect people's privacy. I don't want to get unpleasant looks and be frowned upon. Supposed to be a 13-minute walk from here. So to get out of the train, you need your ticket. Don't lose this. Okay, so we're out. Chica. So one thing that is very popular here is the Chinese, Chinese restaurants or buffets. So you pay 15 euros for pranzo or lunch, and I don't know how those people make money, because it's basically all you can eat. You sit down, you order plate after plate after plate until you are full up to the brim. I've done it a couple of times, and I'm telling you, it's good food too. It's sushi, shrimp, stir fry, rice, you name it, they got it. French fries, chicken wings, chicken fingers, salads, even dessert. So it's definitely, you get your money's worth. Don't go there at night though. At night, the price is double basically. So you end up paying 25 to 30 per person. Oh, one thing though, drinks are not included, so keep that in mind. But definitely worth it. They have them all over the place.
Surtout que la batterie, il y a du lithium dedans, ça va tuer tout le poisson. Je comprends pas bien, attends. Ça a l'air d'être là,
Là, le bouquet. Non, là.
Okay, so let me give you an idea of the vibe here at night. You see all of these little shops? Oh, and that's where I stayed last time, by the way. Cute little apartment, Airbnb. So take a look at the prices. And what you get basically is an Aperol Spritz accompanied with some food. Last time we stayed at, let me see if I find the place. I'm not sure which one was it, but we got an excellent deal. It was an all-you-can-eat. Every drink costs 15 euros, but then you can serve yourself as many times as you want it. And it was definitely worth it. Oof. We had so much food. It was, resort level food. Nothing to write home about. But I think it was good value because it was all you can eat. They had a buffet, so you can serve yourself as many times as you wanted to. And that Aperol Spritz, on point. I was feeling a little bit tipsy with just one. So that's the vibe here. Today there's not much going on, maybe later. later on, the evening. I mean, there are people, but not like that night that I saw it. We got the little shops, souvenirs. Everything's overpriced. But if you're not conscious of spending, and you got a budget to do so, things are worth it. They got nice stuff. Scarves, magnets. There's fancy hats. A whole bunch of stuff. Oh, Tupac playing. That's another thing that I like about Italy is that noise pollution is very minimal. I mean, if we were in my country, with the amount of people that are here, the noise level will be intolerable, unbearable. Every single shop would have some reggaeton or some dembow, some salsa playing. It will be chaotic. You won't see that here. You won't hear that here. So that's another plus. If you come here, be mindful of the shoes that you wear because the streets are very uneven. My sister was complaining because you could easily sprain an ankle here if you're not watching where you're going. Take note.
Yes.
Are you okay? Gee. Oops, accident. You gotta watch where you're going, people. Be mindful of your surroundings. Beautiful place.
Vediamo se sta tu aperto.
All right. Let's walk towards the Duomo. One thing worth mentioning is that Milan is covered with graffiti. And so is Torino. I don't know how I got here. I myself come from the hip-hop movement, hip-hop culture, because I used to live in the United States in the late 80s, early 90s. And if you don't know, this type of art form originated with the Afro-American breakdancing, hip-hop, rap movement. And to me, honestly, I look at it as vandalism, but to each their own. What's your take on graffiti? Is it vandalism or is it art? Drop a comment down below. Five Guys Burgers. For those of you hamburger lovers.
Volta a settimana. Anche Marin verrà da me.
Mario chi? Di Alessia? Sai che io Alessia
Ciao.
Okay, so we are in our final destination. I'm gonna take a rest because I've been walking since 10 a.m. It's going to be 3 in the afternoon now. Well, I took a break when I had lunch, but I haven't stopped ever since. So I need a well-deserved rest. Then I'll continue filming here. This is Plaza del Duomo de Milano, and as you can see, it's packed with people.
fermati!
Quando siamo arrivati in ospedale.
Guarda, su qua, guarda.